solution, benefits, and challenges to the Nigerian economy. The proliferation of POS has come with immense benefits and general challenges. According to the Nigerian interbank settlement, POS transaction recorded 86% increase of 1.5 trillion in the first quarter of 2022. It has eased financial transactions and provided decent employment and fortunes to the population of jobless Nigerians. On the other hand, it has been riddled with challenges which have brought disputes between the POS operators and customers. These disputes include delayed reversal of money, network problems, security challenges, fake alerts, incompetent salespersons, and transfer from customers. With me to discuss this today is Onyetube Chijioke, Cletus. Cletus is a graduate of philosophy from Imo State University, Owerri, and a CEO of Yaskra Telecom, a technological platform that offers solutions to technological requirements at best possible price without compromising quality. He has been a partner with various POS companies like .pay, MoneyPoint, PayCenter, and the likes. Though he will provide solutions to these challenges, get you informed about the POS business in case you want to begin one, and talk about its financial inclusion and job creation. Mr. Cletus, welcome to the show. Alright, let's dive right in. What is POS in the first place, and what was like the use of POS system? Where was it introduced in Nigeria?
POS simply means point of sale, and it was introduced by the Central Bank of Nigeria in the year 2012 as a way of financial inclusion and agency banking.
Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, but you know, like 5 years ago, this POS business is not ubiquitous as it is now. So what led to this boom?
You know, during the COVID-19 pandemic, there were many troubles with getting financial assistance. Banks were closed down due to the COVID, and as a result, there is need for people to have access to cash, both for their personal needs and for businesses. So, as a result, it gave rise to POS as a way of making cash available. So, I think all thanks go to COVID-19, which became an eye-opener. And a lot of people see it now as a business, and for the time being now, it is lucrative. There is money in it.
Wow! So you mean that POS business is actually profitable?
Yeah.
And that don't just venture it just for venture's sake. So how do the POS actually make money?
There are ranges of services a POS operator can offer, which includes withdrawals, deposits, sales of airtime, data vending, subscription of the various TV channels, DSTV, GoTV, and the likes. Wow. Now, depending on the particular MMO someone is using, we have various types. We have .pay, MoneyPoint, Kudi, and the likes. Now, depending on the one an operator is using, determines how much sales or how much profit the person makes. Now, let's take .pay for an instance. Now, .pay charges ₦1,005 naira. Now, if an agent is using .pay terminal, and maybe a customer comes to make a withdrawal, maybe let's say 2,000, the machine charges the person, the agent, 10 naira, 2,000. And we know people do charge like 100 naira for that 2,000. So instantly the agent makes 90 naira. Now, with regards to deposit, .pay charges, let's say, I'm using .pay as an instance, because I think that's the more people are using around. So let me use something that I'm familiar with. Now, with regards to deposit, from 1,000, from any amount to 500,000, it charges just 25 naira for deposit. So whatever you charge the customer is your gain. So, it's a profitable venture. Now, when you start airtime using it, you have 2% as your count. When you subscribe GoTV, NEPA, and the rest, you get 1% of whatever amount you sub for the person. That's what the machine offers you for using that particular terminal. So like I said, with regards to withdrawal, it charges per 1,005 naira up to 100 naira maximum. Meaning from 20,000 to as far as 500,000, you get charged 100 naira. So when a customer withdraws 20,000, 21, up to 500,000, whatever you charge the person, the machine will only deduct 100 naira from you. The rest are your charge, your benefit.
Wow.
So it's quite profitable.
Yes. So that means there is no regulated charge as in terms of on the part of the POS operators. It is dependent on individual discretion or instinct.
Yeah, actually there isn't a regulated charge. That's why you see people charge different charge or different rates at different places. You understand? You know, you do hear some people say their area they charge like, let's say, 10,200 naira. You do hear someone else say in his or her area they charge the same 10,300, while some will say they charge 100 naira. You understand?
Yeah.
So those are the challenges the agents are facing. Because when you are charging someone like 100 naira, you see, this is actually the reason why some people open the business and within a short while, you know, they fold up. You understand? So people know that when they withdraw 10,000 for someone, they get charged 50 naira. So when they charge 100 naira, instantly they make 50 naira profit. You understand?
Yeah.
For them that are doing well, they make 50 naira. But you know, there are other expenses an agent makes, which if you sum up the small charges he or she makes, it doesn't clear all those things because the agent has to feed. He uses data and transport himself or herself to bank when he's out of cash to get money back. So you see, you do hear some people say, after the day business, I'm left with little or nothing because he or she is charging far below. So when he or she increase other expenses, he or she is left with nothing. So if there is a regulated charge, I think it will be more profitable because whatever you tell someone here is what the person will still get it at the other place. So it will be more profitable.
Okay.
So those are one of the challenges we have.
Okay. So for newbies, how much capital can be used to start up the business, and what are the basic requirements for starting up a PO business? Is there room for loans for newbies or for those seeking to expand their own POS business?
Yeah, over the years, I do hear people say, I want to venture into a POS business, but I don't have the capital. You see, people have this mindset that you have to have a certain amount of money in your bank before you can venture into the POS business, but it's not so. You understand? The higher your capital, the higher your chances of making it. I have seen some people who started with 50,000 naira. Now, depending on where you get your cash from, let's say if you are opportune to have maybe a good business around you, like maybe an importer, a fuel station, or a place you can easily get cash from. If you're 50,000 naira, you are good to go. Because all you need to do is when you are out of cash, you transfer money to these people, they give you cash in return. Yeah. By that, you have saved yourself the time frame, the money involved, and the charges of having to transfer the money to your bank, transporting yourself to bank, and the charges associated with it. Now, if you have a good business around you, the capital doesn't matter, because once you're out of money, you can get money from them. At the end of the day, you transfer back to them. So that makes it a lot easier. Now, this is not same with someone who have to transport himself to a bank. You know, yes. Cash is involved, expenses are there, and the person will be momentarily out of business because you have to close up to go to bank, stay in the queue, then get your money and now start heading back. Now you see, someone that does that, I think the person will need 100 or 200,000. At least before you exhaust the money, you have made enough profit that, you know, after taking care of the expenses, you still have something to go home with. But if you have just 50,000 and maybe one person comes to your place and withdraw the 50,000, some people will charge as low as maybe 500 naira. Now, when you remove your transport money, let's take this area for instance, you have to spend 200 naira and 200 naira back. You are left with 100 naira, and still have to buy data. At end, you feed. So when people say maybe the business is not profitable, ask the person to calculate his or her expenses. That's where the shortage is coming from.
Okay, yeah. So, what are the requirements to start up the business? Like, you just go up and start up the business, and secondly to that, is there room for loan for those who want to start up, or those who want to expand, those who are already started a small scale to expand their own further?
To get a POS is very easy. We have three basic requirements: passport photograph, a valid means of identification, which can either be voter's card, your national identification number, or front page of international passport, or driver's license, a valid means of identification. Then a copy of recent NEPA bill. If you have these three things, then you're good to go. Once you come, you fill a form, then we issue the device and activate it.
Incredible. The loan part?
The loan part, loans are always available to POS agents, depending on your location and depending on how many transactions you do push per day. Like someone that performs like 10-20 transactions daily, I don't see, even if the person should get a loan, it should be maybe a little loan. But if in an area where the sales are much and maybe you don't have enough finance, the POS company can offer you a loan to boost your business. So loans are always available. But on the part of the aggregator or the ambassador, you need to know that agent well. Because you as the aggregator or the ambassador will now be the grantor to that your agent, because the company believes that you are dealing directly with an agent that you know. So you will stand as the guarantor. Yeah. So that just it. Those are always available.
Yeah, you serve as ambassador and partners to some of the POS companies like Pay Center, Money Point, Kudi, and all that. So, by your judgment, which of them do you think is actually the best?
Let me put it this way. Just like the Nigerian telecom company, you have MTN, Airtel, and all these things. So it all boils down to what an agent needs or wants. Now, DotPay has its own way of operating and its own charges. Same with Kudi, same with Pay Center. You understand? Yeah. Now, let me compare DotPay with Pay Center a little now. Okay. Now, Pay Center has its maximum. The highest you can withdraw at a go and the highest you can deposit at a go at 250,000. Whereas DotPay has its own at 500,000 maximum. Now, the later comparison there is, now with regards to deposit, DotPay is fixed at 25 naira for any amount. Now, Pay Center, for instance, charges you the same way your normal bank app charges you, which means the lesser the amount, you can be charged at 10 naira or 11 naira. The higher the amount, you can be charged up to 28 naira or 56 naira.
Okay.
So you see, if someone is using it maybe for personal needs, you see that if you are doing small deposits, you can easily go for Pay Center because the charges are the same. So for higher distance, then you can use that because it is fixed.
Okay.
So those are the two differences.
Okay. I want us now to discuss the fears and challenges encountered by POS operators and their customers, which are based on insecurity, fraud, errors by agents, bank network failure, and unstable electricity to charge the machine, especially in rural areas. So, in case of a fake back alert, what should the operator do? Let me give you a real life story. A client claimed to have sent to a POS operator some amount of money. When the person checked his account, he didn't see the money. So the man deposited his phone and said that he'll come back to collect the phone when the man eventually confirms alert. So he waited, the operator was giving the money and waited till evening. He didn't see the alert. Neither did he see the man. Unfortunately, the phone wasn't working again. So he tried to track the person through Truecaller and it wasn't working. In that case, what should the person do?
Well, the fact is this. There are some mistakes that the agent has to be blamed. Okay. Now, this POS is next. Money is involved, so one needs to be careful. There is no way you can trace fake alerts because it isn't coming from the bank. Now, I do advise my agent, if you must accept cash, if you must accept transfers, you need to have your mobile banking app. When someone sends money to you, you confirm it before it out. You need to confirm the alert, make sure that the money is right there in your account before you pay. Now, when you decide to do otherwise, maybe you feel the person has given you a collateral or something like that, and you decide to let go of your money, it is your own risk. It is a fake alert. I don't think you can trust it. Had even the agent made a mistake in maybe in sending money, depositing to another person, that you can track.
Okay, like in the case where there is error in the digit codes, like more zeros or
even at that, you still have to blame the agent because when someone gives you his account details to make a deposit for him, it is required of the agent. Well, after you must have put the number, you call the name because once you select bank and put the person's account number, of course the account number was surely displayed. Now you have to verify this account number, does it tally with the account you are saying, with the name you are saying there? You understand? If it is the same, you can now go ahead and deposit the money. But if it is a different name, errors are bound to occur. All you have to do is, you head to bank, lay a complaint, then head to court, get a bank order, submit it to the bank, they will freeze the account.
Wow.
And then when it is resolved.
Wow. Now, another issue that others, especially customers, is in case of bank network failure. Like in cases where people make transfer and we are debited, or maybe use their card to withdraw money and we are debited, but the operator has not received the money or say that it was not successful, and someone has been debited from a certain account. So, and of course, you know that financial transaction, like you say, don't do well with delays and error. You are doing to customers, and some customers tend to become cantankerous, leading to arguments and counter arguments between some POS agents and some customers. Some are even fought because they said my money was debited at all. So what do the POS agents and the customers tend to do?
That's why there is need for an agent to be professional. What we're doing is legal agency banking. You understand? Now, bank knows that at times network can be down. That's why even ATM can debit people, not only POS. The POS agent serves as an agency banking, closer to the customers. That doesn't mean that when you are debited, they are the one that debited you. They are not. It could be network failure. And when someone is debited, there is always an error message. It could either be from the bank issue or switching operative. It could either be because maybe the error message will always be there. Either failed, or poor network, all those things. Now, the agent has a job to do on his part, which is they have to help the customer log it as a dispute. Logging it as a dispute is a way of telling your company, your MMO, to contact the customer's bank. Because when you log a dispute, which usually takes between that day and 72 hours, 3 working days. Now, by logging the dispute, you are telling the company that this customer was debited. Now, the customer and the company will now write to the bank. If within 3 working days, the bank is able to release the money to the company, the customer will be credited.
Okay.
The agent will be credited. Now, when you're logging dispute, you will be asked to fill in both the customer's name and phone number. Now, within 3 working days, the customer will get a message, which will either come this way: your dispute with so and so person has been resolved. Now, when you see resolved, we now know that the bank has released the money to the company and the agent has been credited. That's why you see resolved. And when you see resolved, beneath it, we still see where they notify you to visit the agent and collect your money.
Okay.
Now, in a situation whereby maybe the bank wasn't able to resolve it, or maybe the company wasn't settled for that transaction, the customer will still get a notification saying your dispute with so and so person has been closed. Kindly visit your bank. Now, the Nigerian banks know that network can go down in a moment. That's why there is a provision for it. Every bank has it. POS ATM error dispense form. So once you head to your bank, pick up the form and fill it. The bank will reverse it. You understand?
Yes.
Now, POS is likened to ATM. When you are debited, the people that have the sole responsibility of crediting you back or refunding your money is the bank. But the agent can help by way of locking it as dispute. But in the absence of that, the customer, all the customer needs to do is take your slip, go to bank, fill the form, the reversal process will begin.
Wonderful. Okay. So, how best should the POS agent now handle a disappointed customer then?
That's why I say you need to be professional. You understand? When you're able to tell the customer what happened and how best it can be resolved, they're reasonable. But when when you're unsure of what you are doing, I do have some agents who would prefer to call me to report a case. You understand?
Yes.
By that, you are telling the customer that you are unsure of what you are doing. You don't know. I don't know. Let me confirm. Let me do this. Let me do that. When a customer is deleted, the error message is there. Look at it. Find out why the person got deleted. Now direct the person what he or she needs to do. The best thing is let the customer head to his or her bank and fill that form. While you on your own part, you help them by logging it as a dispute. So if your company is able to resolve it within 3 working days, fine. If they were unable to resolve it, at least bank will still proceed and resolve that issue.
Beautiful. So there is no way in the case that the customer's money can be lost totally.
It has never happened.
Okay. So, but do you provide training? Okay, okay.
Because when someone is debited, the customer already got a bank debit. You understand?
Yes.
So that debit shows where the money went to.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
And there is a transaction ID.
Yes.
Which means every transaction can be traced. Now, when the customer is debited, and the person provided his or her bank statement, now you need to fill the POS dispense form. Now, when the bank looks at it and feels like the money is with the company, it will provide what we call log code. Log code now serves as a transaction ID coming from the bank as they prove that they released the money to the company. With that, you can trace the money. Now, when the company says the money is with the bank, they will equally provide a transaction ID or section ID proving that this money is still with the person's bank. So every transaction can be traced. No one has ever lost money. Unless the person doesn't want to do the right thing. There are some people that will let go. There are some people, and maybe, I don't know if I will say, they don't have time to visit their bank. So if the situation warrants them to go to the bank, they don't do it. So those are the people that complain about losing money to POS and stuff like that, which is wrong. Once they go to their bank and do the needful, the money will get the bank.
Beautiful. Okay. Some customers have complained, and this is very crucial, that some POS machine can be set to save PIN of a card. And with that done, the POS agent can withdraw money from your bank account anytime and any amount. So can a POS machine copy and save someone's card details? If so, how can someone be careful in that regard?
I have heard similar things also, but the Latin adage has it this way: in dubio non dicere. In that do not speak. How they do it, I don't know. I haven't experienced such. But I think there are scammers everywhere. So I can't discuss that because actually how they do that, I don't know. But I believe the customer must have been careless along the line. Some people are, some people can easily disclose their PIN to anyone. Someone can be in a haste, after inserting the person's card, instead of the customer to take the machine and put his bill, they will call your pin for you. So act that way.
Right, okay.
Now, in a situation whereby they gave it to a wrong person, you know, just like buying things online, if the agent have a way of maybe getting out your ATM card, the CVV and the expiring date, and you already gave the person your PIN, I think you can do one or two things with it. But when you are careful with it, I doubt if that will ever happen because I haven't experienced that.
Okay. Then this is the issue of robbery. Last time some POS agents complained that where they were, some robbers just came and took away their machines, collected their cash and all that. So now, if such happens, is there a way that the person can retrieve, his money, in case of robbery, and what can be done to remedy such situation?
Those are part of the challenges we face in this business. But when an agent is robbed, I think the first thing to do is to contact your aggregator. I have some of my agents who face similar stuff. When they call me, all I have to do is to block the machine.
Okay.
So that no money will leave that machine. You understand?
Yeah.
And most POS machine, is programmed in such a way that you can't put money or make deposit without a PIN. Meaning, if you want to do deposit, it is required that you put a PIN to authorize it. So, in a situation whereby maybe a machine is stolen and you never contacted your aggregator to lock it, and money was deposited out from that machine, that means the person that did that already knew the agent's PIN. People can trust people that are too close to them with a lot of things, so you don't know where the harm is coming from. You understand?
Yeah.
So, in as much as the person has the PIN there, money can go out from them, except airtime. Now, to prevent airtime from even leaving the machine, once you you get robbed, call your agent to block that machine. No transaction will go out from there.
So after the block, will still be unblocked?
Maybe when the customer have gotten a replacement for another machine, you can now unlock it to that new terminal and it will continue working.
Beautiful. Okay. So in that case, the person can only lose maybe the cash and
the
then
physical cash and
the machine itself. Okay. Now, some people have complained, and this is crucial equally, of dishonest staff. Some people who decide to open up POS for someone to manage for them. So, they employ other operators to handle their business. So, is there a way to handle a dishonest staff who maybe try to steal your money or do some wrong transaction in a way that is not maybe traceable? Besides that, is there a way to make sure to monitor a staff that is dishonest?
Yeah. All these POS machines equally have their own websites. So, when someone is working for you, even in your absence, you can view everything the person is doing through the website.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
Let's take .pay as an instance. When you log into your .pay website, .pay.africa, you're logging with your details. Go to transactions, you see everything that the person is doing. If you're using PayCenter, you go to paycenterafrica.com. You log in with your details, you see everything there. So, if you have a staff that isn't fit for, whatever money that left your system, you can trace it and see the particular account where the money was deposited to. And you see, you don't just employ people because they're seeking for job. There is need for you to know that person. That's why it is good to have a grantor. And grantor can be anybody. It will be somebody who is financially stable, meaning in a situation whereby the staff makes away with the money, you hold the grantor responsible. Because the grantor standing means he or she knows the staff very well.
Yeah.
You understand? So by that, the grantor pays.
Wow. And it's of course it's legally binding.
Sure.
Yeah. So another point is, if your POS machine is damaged physically, I've seen those who the one is broken or spoiled, or maybe in rare cases infected with a virus.
Yeah.
What should the POS operator do?
the first step should be to reach out to your aggregator. You know, there are some faults that are company faults. Those ones, the company are bound to do that for you.
Okay.
But maybe errors coming from the agent. You understand?
Yeah.
Because some agents, you know, let me continue using POS.pay as an instance.
Yeah.
Now, .pay requires you, if you want to insert SIM card, to insert the full SIM card. You tell some customers, some agents, and they will either, you know, think they can do it, they insert either the mini or the micro SIM. Now, in a situation whereby the thing fell inside, they are forced to dismantle the machine. By that, you have triggered the security and it won't work again. Now, the company can fix it, but you have tampered with it. You understand?
Yes.
So some company will require you to pay some fee for tampering with the machine, why some you know, but in as much as it is company fault, the company will take care of it. But if you physically damage the machine out of your own carelessness, because some of these agents, some are careless, some will allow their kids to go with the machine. You understand? Some can keep the machine where water can easily enter into it, and then they will say the machine just developed fault. So when the company looks at it and find out that the thing is coming from your own carelessness, you need to pay.
So, is there a training you used to give to your staff and to your those you aggregate for and those that buy from you? And if someone wants to start the POS business through you, how can he or she reach you?
You know, I do offer training, you know, because I believe for someone to come, for someone to need POS, the person must have gotten some fundamental ideas about it.
Yeah.
So most have asked people, how does this work? You know, all those things. So when they come, aside registering the machine, you know, it is my duty to train the person. Withdrawals, look at how it goes, look at the charges, deposit, look at it, airtime, and every feature that the machine comes with is my, you know, it's my duty to educate the agent, look at how it works. And I've done that for all of them. You understand?
Yes.
You don't just suppose they know, even if they know, refresh it. Because you know these are different companies with different policies, with different charges. You understand? So if you guide them accordingly, I don't think they can be running at a loss.
If someone wants to reach you,
currently I stay in Nekede.
Okay.
Number 9 Nekede Wood Road, precisely. Nekede Wood Road.
In where?
Owerri, Imo State.
Yeah.
So once you come around and ask of Yasa communication, it can be reached. You understand? Okay. And distance isn't a barrier because we have branches almost in various states now.
Yeah.
We have a branch in Abuja, Enugu, Anambra, and the rest.
So can the person reach you via phone number?
Sure. My phone number is there.
Yeah, can you call your number?
My phone number is 080-60-30-5376.
Or email?
Or my email, Onyetube Chijioke @gmail.com.
On your website?
Yeah, I have a website. You know, that website is more or less a spell business. I said something someone can add to his or her POS business. You know? Because in my website we offer other services like you know, data sales.
Okay.
You know, some agents or some POS operators do sell data.
Yeah.
Now, either for your personal use or you want to be reselling it, you can always get data at a cheaper rate from our website.
Wow.
All networks.
Okay, because I wanted to ask, what's the difference between buying data with my back app and buying from you? So,
you know, when you buy from our website, you know, we have under MTN we have SME and CG. We have MTN SME and MTN CG, corporate gifting.
okay.
You know, these are ways MTN, you know, subsidize all these their packages so that people can buy it at a reduced cost, yet it's legit.
Okay.
Coming from MTN and coming from all network providers. So in our web you can get 1 gig as low as 250 per gig. where you can resell.
Okay. At any amount you want.
Any amount you want. You can sell 350, 400, 500, depending on what suits you. But you can always get it cheaper. Same with the whole networks.
Beautiful.
So our website is there, yaska.com.ng. And as a way of empowering people, we do build websites also for people.
Okay.
Yeah. There are some people we have built websites for. Now people can now register on their own different websites for all these transactions. You know, it's a difference in when you register on a website and you are selling directly, and when you have a website of your own and people are registering and doing transactions from your website. So we equally help people get their own website and run it.
Amazing. It's incredible to have you today in this show. This SirPeters Show, where we give extraordinary heroes the platform to share their trials, challenges, and triumphs in the way they are positively impacted our world. And today we have had creators who have given us different solutions to the POS challenges and the benefits accrued to it. So if you do want to begin a POS business, or you're a POS operator who have challenges, you can simply reach out to him in the phone number he has provided, or send him an email at Onyetube Chijioke at gmail.com, or visit his website at yaska.com.ng. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this YouTube channel. And if you have a question, don't hesitate to put it in the comment section for further conversation on this topic. Thank you so much, and see you next time on SirPeters Show. Bye bye.